What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, Kronos. I made a live stream on Kronos to which it seems like we talked about everything but Kronos. I really wanted to discuss where Kronos is, the $125 billion market cap that we could get to, getting to a $1 to $5 price, all these different discussions that everybody wants to talk about because we care about the investment side of things. We also care about the long-term growth side of things, but that long-term growth also includes a ton of gains that we all want to see. Me, you, the next person, the next person. We all want to see these gains actually happen. So guys, if you could make sure you hit the like button in this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. I have a bunch of different things that I post on there. Not much about Kronos, and maybe I'll post a little bit more about Kronos. I want to do something that's more broad rather than just talking about one specific position. I want to talk about a lot of things. But anyways, let's take this time to talk about Kronos token. This coin is something that I've supported for a long time. I've been reinvesting, buying lower and lower and lower, and people think that it's going to go even lower, but a lot of people are more interested on what the higher points will be, and understandably so. People just want to gain gains out of it, but then also have something that creates long-term wealth, like people investing into Bitcoin, early on. You investing into Bitcoin early on, forgetting about it, and then going back to it and seeing it's at $65,000, $69,000 in every Bitcoin that you did have is creating generational wealth, is creating something way bigger than we all thought it could have been. Not all of us, but a lot of us. And, you're just setting it aside for that just in case scenario. Now, people want this with Kronos, but they also want quicker gains to understand where this can go, collect their initial investment, be profitable, and then whatever else sits there, sits there. I am a huge proponent of doing that, of buying a position, finding it at double or triple the price, and then being able to take your profit and letting the rest sit for future gains within the next 5, 10, 20, however many years, right? So Kronos currently standing at about 6 cents. It's been here really ever since. I know it did drop down to about 5 cents, and it's been here for quite some time since like the FTX situation. And it's not because of it was massively affected by FTX itself. It was affected by the thought of what could happen to crypto.com because of FTX. There was all this speculation as to Kronos falling and collapsing and going bankrupt and all of this other stuff. And that's just simply not true. And they haven't really recovered from it because people are still skeptical about exchanges. So anybody that has left exchanges are still sitting with maybe their CRO or whatever they're holding on a different platform, on a ledger, on a decentralized exchange or wallet, a DeFi wallet. So I think the way we need to look at this is understanding what the future value will be, as well as understanding the market and understanding Kronos itself. So currently, again, at 6 cents, we saw this at a high of 6.4 versus the low of about 6.3. We can see the market cap at $1.6 billion market cap. We've seen this at a lot higher. I will go through that in a little bit. Volume is at $16 million. Understand that in this category of being ranked 28th, $16 million is very, very low. Down 65% in volume, but the price is only down by 1%. Why? Why is that? Well, just because it's down 65% doesn't mean that the volume that is there isn't 50-50 split. But with low volume, typically you're starting to see lower rankings. However, the ranking for Kronos, there's so much that's staked because there's so much value in having it staked that there's so many people that are holding it that no matter if you are seeing lower volume, you're still going to see it ranked in that top tier of cryptocurrencies. Currently, the circulating supply has updated to 25 billion flat. We're also seeing that the max supply is around 30 billion, 30.2 billion. And, we can see this is 80% of the overall supply. Now, this is something else that I wanted to look into, which is, Chronos, the amount of holders and everything there, which doesn't really line up, and I don't understand it really. But we're seeing 77.8 billion that has been added to the dead wallet, right? That means that less than 23 billion should be in circulation, meaning that we are seeing burns. Now, if we see burns, we don't need to get to a crazy high market cap in order to see some of these prices that we want to see. However, I do believe that we will get to a higher market cap, a way higher market cap. If you look at where crypto was in the past, if you look at where Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything was in the past, it was at lower lows, had a bull run. You saw things pull back, to not the lowest point that it's ever been, but a lower point. And then it did increase up to some of these higher highs. We see it collapse again. We see it increase. It's just over and over and over again, we see these crypto winters that aren't necessarily the worst winters we could see. Because let's say it does go up to something does go up to $5,000, Ethereum goes up to $5,000 and then comes all the way back down to a level of 1,000 or 2,000, right? That's still higher than where it was in the past before the previous bull run, which means that we're slowly trending up. We have, these highs and lows, this pattern that we're creating, this channel that we're creating on an upward trajectory that's creating higher and higher, market caps as well as higher and higher prices. So for something like Ethereum, we're seeing that. Now, Kronos, we've seen this at a high of, and it's only gone through really one of these, at a high of 96 cents, I believe is the high point, about $1. So we look over the last year, it's been 68 cents, but it was definitely at that 90 plus cent mark. Getting up to that dollar mark to where it has resisted. Now, up to that dollar mark is a $25 billion market cap. So where we've seen this before via market cap in all history, we've seen this up to a 22 or 20, $23 billion market cap, getting up to that $25 billion market cap area. This is not the only place where it's going to be. This is not the highest place to where it's going to be. Kronos has a lot going for it when it comes to NFTs, when it comes to being able to use cash for NFTs right now, but eventually I believe they will flow towards using their own cryptocurrency, their own native token within their NFT platform, which is very popular, might I add. There's a lot of people that invest on their millions of dollars into the NFT, marketplace. But then you have the ability of staking it, gaining rewards with it, using it for other staking rewards as well. You have to stake Kronos in order to get the other rewards on crypto.com. There's just so much potential within this play, within this project, within this exchange, that I see this growing to a way higher market cap and competing with the likes of BNB. BNB is up at number 4 and it's currently at a $45 billion market cap. I expect this to compete with some of the highs of BNB, which we saw BNB at like 120, or sorry, not even that high, 110 billion dollars. I expect this to compete with that and get up to that $125 billion mark, which would be a $5 price at the current level. So I truly do believe that we will see markets start to utilize a lot of different cryptocurrencies, not just see Ethereum or Bitcoin run, but also see BNB and other top exchange coins that are running. And the only other one that I would consider there, BNB, is with CRO. You can look at others and say, all right, well, what about HG? What about I can't even say their name, or what about KuCoin's coin? I expect to see CRO that much higher. They just have they're winning me over, I guess. But guys, let me know what you think about CRO. Let me know what you think about Kronos. Let me know what you think about crypto.com, the future of this, where the markets are going. I see, a $5 to $10 billion, if not more than that, in the next bull run. And it's going to be a utility bull run, which CRO definitely has utility. BNB definitely has utility. And I think they will compete with one another. Anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I have to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one.